again. Welcome to the game that tests your history knowledge and your geography knowledge. This is TimeGuessr. We'll be given a series of 5 photos, just like this one. For each one we have to say, where in the world was it taken? But we have to say, when in history was it taken? Anywhere from 1900 to the present day. There's more points the closer you are, both on the map and on the timeline, of course. Now, I usually aim for about 2/3 to 3/4. Let's see how we get on today. It very much depends on how many clues there are in the photos, which is very variable, and how good my guessing is, which is even more variable. Anyway, of course, if you want to play along at home, just leave your guesses in the comments as well. We're starting with a pretty old one here, but it's in English. The fact that it's in English is actually a detriment, because if it's in Czech, then there's only one country where that can be. Whereas if it's in English, it could be in Britain, America, or Australia, or New Zealand. And those are all miles away from each other. Luckily, this one explicitly says Idaho, so at least the location is going to be pretty easy. Can we learn anything about the year? There's a lorry, they're not doing it on a horse and cart, so that definitely means it's not going to be 1900. It starts in 1962, because that's kind of the midpoint of the timeline. I'm a little bit tempted to leave it there. This feels like it's going to be earlier, but the fact that there's a lorry there is really throwing me. Do I really think this is going to be earlier than 1962? I mean, some of the outfits look almost Victorian, but only almost. I think they are going to be much later. To be fair, it's more these head dresses. I don't think they're quite hats. Some of them are definitely hats, but some of them look like Victorian headdresses. That's what's throwing me off. I think it's actually going to be much later than Victorians. I'm going to stick at 1962, why not? Let's find Idaho. What's up here? Where in Idaho are we going to go? Boise, I suppose, is as good a place as any. I think it's the state capital. 1941, it was earlier. Oh, I should have gone with my gut. I got 0 points for the year. I thought I might have at least got a dozen or a couple of hundred if I was lucky, but no such luck. Oh, that's very frustrating. At least we got almost half marks in total because we got the location almost spot on. So, not a complete disaster, but not a great start. What's going on here? That says auto taxi. Kovarsprekushusi Podnik Mesa. Okay, I'm glad. I was going to say this is some kind of European language, isn't it? Bratislavi. I'm definitely going in Bratislava. If that's not from Bratislava, that's a very dirty trick. What year do I think this is from? 60s, 70s or 80s. I'm going to suggest it's not in black and white either, so it can't be too early. Let's go 81. That feels kind of plausible, doesn't it? Where's Bratislava? Here we go. We'll just plonk the pin there. It was 1960! Oh, I'm doing so badly on the years today. I was 21 years off again. That's bizarre. That's a coincidence. But, the fact that it wasn't in black and white threw me. At least we did even better on the location there. That's very lucky to be only 200 metres off. Anyway, let's move swiftly on because we're doing very badly so far. And this is another tricky looking year and a tricky looking location, to be fair. It's a palace somewhere. What are the flags? Oh, it's always really difficult when the flags are in black and white, because this is either the flag of Norway or Iceland, and I can never tell which one it is when it's in black and white. I think it's Norway. But they've got very, very similar flags, don't they? Do we think this is blue and this is red and white? Because if so, then it's Iceland, I think. But if this is red, then it's Norway. I think I'm going to go for Norway. I'm just not sure Iceland is big enough to have this many people in a crowd and have this big a palace, to be fair. So I think we'll go for Oslo. What year are we going to go for? I mean, it's black and white, but the outfits look more modern than some of the previous ones. Certainly more modern than the first one. Do we go 60s for this one as well? They just look so much more modern, but this again is throwing me off by virtue of the fact that it's in black and white. Oh, this might be crazy. I'm going for 70s. 75 Oslo. Again, as I said at the start, do you agree? Am I crazy? Let me know in the comments. I might not be crazy, but I'm not very good at history. Let's go outside Oslo City Hall. No, what's this? This looks like a palace. Let's go which side? We'll go there. Oh, it was 1951! I wasn't even further off on the year. I've never been so bad on the years. Wow. I mean, I've been terrible on 1 or 2 years out of 5, but never 3 in a row. I've got no points on the year and almost all of the points on the locations. This is a bizarre attempt. Oh no, it's another black and white one that I'm going to struggle in. I mean, this says dong. That's the currency of Vietnam, and it is very plausible that this is in Vietnam. I feel like I've seen photos of people wearing similar hats from Vietnam. I've seen trains going through cities and streets like this in Indonesia. So hopefully it's not Indonesia, because I am going to go for Vietnam. What year do I think this is in? I mean, the problem I had with the previous one is that I always go much earlier than it actually turns out to be when it's a black and white photo. So I thought I'd try and correct that, and it turns out I overcorrected and went too late. Now this one, we don't have any cars. We've only got bikes in the photo, but I don't know if there are cars around and they're just not in the photo, or what's going on. Again, like, it doesn't look like super old-fashioned. I can't believe, again, like, it's a relatively modern shirt, it's a modern-ish bag, like, not modern, but closer to 80s than 40s. But again, the fact that it's in black and white is scaring me, and the fact that I've been so far off on the previous years scares me. I mean, this might be crazy, but I'm gonna go 70s again. Surely I'll be right one of these days. We'll go Ho Chi Minh. Plonk it there. Oh, it's 78. Phew! Finally, I'm within a few years. And annoyingly, despite being in the right country, I've got only half marks almost for Vietnam. That's very frustrating. I mean, that's very careless of me, because I should have gone in Hanoi because it's the capital. But still, to be in the right country that's not America or Australia or Russia or China, and to be that far away, that's very annoying. I'm annoyed with myself now. I finally got some points on the year and I've messed up the location. What's going on here? That says Santiago. So again, if this is not in Cuba, this is a dirty trick. What year do we think this is? I mean, it looks super modern. I don't recognise the chess player. I don't think... I mean, they could be famous people and I just don't recognise them, or it could just be 2 random people playing chess. What does this say? Something artificial. That's just a toy. I'm going to go 2026 or 2025, I think. Yes. This is what I was looking for. I found a smartphone, so I think like I'm justified in going very modern. I can't see any masks, which might mean it's 2019 and before COVID, but I think 2025, given how good the quality of the photo is very plausible. We'll go Santiago. I mean, this is another one where I might be in the country but be miles away, but it does say Santiago, so I'll be very annoyed again if it's not Santiago. We'll plonk it there. It's 2015. I've done so badly on the years. That's really been my downfall today. I've been almost spot on with 4 locations out of 5. But I've still not even cracked 30,000. Less than 60%. That's an abomination. Well, it's not an abomination. It's just a very bad score. But considering I was basically playing out of 25,000, wasn't I? Because if you get 0 on the years, if you get 0 on the years, then the maximum you can get is half marks, which is 25,000. So suppose I should be grateful I got more than 25,000, given that I basically screwed up every single year. Look how close these locations are. Look, you can see it does this with a line when you're not spot on. You can't see any lines hardly. Sometimes I'm on the other side of the map. Today, locations were brilliant, years were awful. Wow, let me know if you did better. I'm sure you did much better on the years. You can't really have done much worse. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.